LCS Week 2 Day 1, 100 Thieves versus TL. So this is the hype Bang versus Doublelift. Bans, once again, Aatrox banned. So Urgot considered higher prio than Aatrox. They want the Urgot. TL picks the Akali, probably for Jensen. They also pick the Scion, so it gives it away. And TL prioritizes the Lee Sin again, so a little bit surprised with the Braum Victor 2-3. That is a Victor triple flex because who he can play Urgot mid and Victor can go top mid or bot lane. Bans, they get rid of the Gragas and Zhao. And then Tom Kench, Kaisa. So there's the Rakan. Yorick, Sejuani. Interesting. This is kind of weird to me because they see the solo lanes in the 1-2, so it's like, is a Victor flex catching anyone off guard? Like, you see the team. Why not just pick the Yorick here and then pick like a better bot lane matchup where Bane can show off? Because right here you're kind of just, yes, like I understand you need like the AP damage, but I don't know. You can still go Kaisa at that point. It's still kind of confusing to the enemy. You can pick Victor later. Like, they're not banning Victor. It's just kind of interesting to like save this pick to 4-5 when you already see the solo lanes. Like, who are you tricking? It's not like you baited them into picking something. You're just holding it for no reason. But Yorick, Sejuani. So Yorick can shit on the Scion. If he traps the Scion in the gates, then he does get kind of smacked by the ghouls. Once Yorick is level 6, he has kill pressure for sure. And what you want to see from Yorick is just split pushing all day. He takes turns super fast with his ulti and his Q. So if you leave Yorick by himself, then he does have the ability to kind of just mow down turrets. So you can't ignore the Yorick. So 100 Thieves looking to get in a situation where the Yorick is big enough that he can kind of solo kill the Scion. Lee Sin has to always be around the Scion, and then they still lose 2v2 versus the Sejuani. Not sure how this bot lane goes. This mid lane matchup is whatever. Lee Sin just doing red to top crab. So not the most efficient. Sejuani does red to raptors. Doesn't get a crab for himself. So if Lee Sin can get the bot crab, it's pretty good. But it looks like Anda might be able to get there first. Yeah, he does. So double crab for Anda. Feels pretty nice. Lee Sin can be there soon, so they're a little scared. Rakan does have first move, so no double crab. They don't have mid or bot prio, so that is the calculated move by Anda. Yorick doing pretty well in the top lane. Lee Sin spots the Sejuani. So uneventful so far for sure. Bot lane is TL favored. They're up 10 CS. The Scion is up CS against the Yorick. Oof. Doublelift barely had enough mana for E, but damn, that's a mistake from Bing for sure. He doesn't flash the feathers. He doesn't have heals, so they barely lose that 2v2. They almost killed Jensen. Not quite. Was that the Urgot Ignite? Yeah. So that is Urgot's kill pressure. When he gets 6, gets the TP swap to Ignite. So TL doing good so far. They have the kill on Xayah. Akali survived the Urgot level 6 Ignite power spike. Sion's doing pretty well in the top lane. We need to start seeing 100 Thieves utilize this Sejuani level 6. Start getting advantages topside, get this Rift Herald. They don't have vision control of bot side at all. You can see all their vision topside for 100 Thieves. First Dragon Infernal for the Lee Sin. That's going to feel really nice. And they see the Sejuani again. So really nice from TL so far. Calculated. The Sion is doing fine. Nothing happening so far. Victor does scale really well, so if nothing happens, I wouldn't be too afraid that the Yorick isn't snowballing, because Victor late game is a hyper carry. Although I'm not sure if it's a hyper carry versus Rakan and Akali, to be honest. But in general, if the Victor survives in a fight, it will be putting out more damage than pretty much any other character in this game. They do trap the Sion. There we go. Kill number 1 for the Sejuani, but they get dove bottom. So good for TL. The York is going to be able to smack top lane a lot with his ulti. So they get 1 plate bottom. They're basing Rift Herald for the Sejuani. Now, you need the Rift Herald for top, for sure. Snowball this York, get him some gold. You want him to be able to smash this Sion in the side lane. And 2 deaths on the Victor is not ideal for sure. Xayah has Stormrazor. So there we go. Rift Herald spawn top right before 14 minutes. They get 2 more plates. And they get first turret. So really nice. Another dragon to TL. TL get bot turret? Not yet. So pretty good for 100 Thieves. The York is getting fed. He's very farmed. He has his Triforce. Bot turret should fall soon. So now the question is, can 100 Thieves 4, Sejuani, Urgot, Victor, Braum, can they hold out and stall out the game for this Yorick split push and to scale into the game? So let's see how they set up. So 100 Thieves trying to clear some vision. TL sending the duo mid. Of course, Akali has his Gunblade. So Akali in a side lane with blue buff will for sure have pressure. TL is waiting for Akali to push in. They shouldn't play too aggressively yet. So Akali's pushing in. They see the Braum Victor. So they are pretty confident in the river. They just don't want to go to him yet. But yeah, the Yorick definitely does not feel too happy right now. He has no control around mid, so he can't even go for a play on the Yorick. Or the Yorick can't go for a play on the Sion. So TL pushing mid, hovering towards bot side. Play for the red buff maybe, play for the Akali. What the fuck? Urgot TP to the turret? That was interesting. So he loses a few creeps. One cannon. No TP. Now they kind of need to get Yorick bot lane. So now they use the Akali TP to kill the Yorick. Because Urgot has no TP. They have first move mid anyway, so. Good move from TL. They are losing some turret damage bottom. Now the Sion TP comes in. That definitely will trigger Yorick to go bottom. Yorick will want to match the Sion. Send the Urgot top. Akali split pushing to Oblivion. Urgot still not matching the Akali. They're getting this Drake. Someone's gotta match the Akali, guys. Even Yorick's running bottom to match the Sion. Guys, you're losing so much. Who's mid? Bang is the only one with his head on right now. Look. No mid control. Your mid turret is up right now. So Xayah takes mid turret. Akali takes top turret. You're chasing 2 kills. Each of these kills isn't even worth a turret. So they get neither. Akali's still pushing top. Bang is the only one who's like, guys, like, let's defend these turrets. He's able to clear mid, thank God. They lose top turret. I don't know, pretty. It's like a dog chasing a bone for a TL for 100 Thieves. You go for the 2v2 bottom. Yorick dies. Yeah, this game seems really hard. Victor needs more time to scale. Maybe if it can get to like 35 minutes, then Victor will be strong enough, but they definitely need a long time. Right, so TL needs to control this Baron. Yorick is not the force that you want. The fact that they've only lost 1 turret versus Yorick is pretty insane. By what, 23 minutes? So they should be a little bit careful here. Like, look at 100 Thieves. They're not mid yet. So this isn't the fight you want. They do get the kill. 2 for 0. So they do win that fight, but just look at the map. This is something that a lot of Korean teams messed up at Worlds. Is that they clear the mid wave and be like, for sure someone's going to be catching the mid wave. But they're not. Like, 100 Thieves just sack the mid wave and they're trying to defend their vision. And so TL should not walk in to try to fight on this. This is a straight 5v5. Yes, they win the fight, but this is risk. They're losing mid wave for free. Take the red buff, don't fight, set up the vision, hit mid turret while they're hiding in the jungle. But yeah, TL win the fight, and now they get mid turret. But 5v5s when you're this far ahead should be very, very calculated, not kind of, there they are, let's engage. They should be better setups when you're this far ahead and can get the vision, but you gotta play through waves. Oh, this is interesting. So TL's bot lane is basing while they go for this bot play. So the Urgot TP comes in. This is the only time this entire game where the 100 Thieves bot lane can move first. So Victor and Braum are here. Do they not get a kill? They must. Alright, they get 1 kill. Akali's still top. So they do get the Lee Sin kill. That should stall out the game a little bit, but because they're all bottom, TL get complete control of Baron. Zaya's almost at 3 core. Alright, so smashing the Scion, not taking any damage. He TP's the Baron. This is close. Wait, look at the Sejuani. He gets here in time. This is a really slow Baron. This is just a 5v5. Does 100 Thieves do the Baron? Yeah. But it's Xmithy. God, does Xmithy ever miss a smite? So TL killing everyone. Jensen does die. Scion dies as well. 2 for 2. With a 50-50. I mean, TL come out ahead because they have Xmithy, but that was not the play. That was just a straight up complicated, confusing, anything could have happened. Baron 5v5 standoff. He kicks Sejuani out. Sejuani gets back in. Lee Sin still gets the Baron. He does have a level lead, right? 14-12. Let's slow this down. So that actually wasn't even possible for Sejuani to smite. Xmithy's smite will do 800 damage. Because 15 is 850, 16 900, then 950. Yeah, so 800 damage plus E. Sejuani didn't even have a chance. And then, yeah. So, TL with Baron. Let's close out the game after that scary ass Baron attempt. Pushing mid and bottom, don't really care about top. It is kind of hard to get something against the Victor when he can just gravity field off part of the lane and then kind of throw his E the other side. And they have Braum to stop damage as well. So honestly, they don't really lose anything. And you can kind of see that oh, there's a fight. So they get a little bit impatient, it looks like. Scion walks up, they engage under turret. Scion gets blown up. Rakan dies. So you can kind of see how the damage is there. Like Victor, Yorick, Urgot are all going to shred through the person in front. And then Braum and Victor, they can zone off some damage from the backline. Like you can see how this team wants to fight. This is a very high damage composition. But they're just further behind than they'd like to be. A pretty sloppy early game. Look how much damage that Yorick does. Yorick does so much percent health damage with his ulti. It's insane. And Zaya also doing a lot of damage. Alright, so 100 Thieves get control of the Baron area. That's nice, I like that. But since TL have control of mid-wave, they have to... 100 Thieves must respect it, so they go back to their base. They don't want to give up this Baron for free, although giving up Baron didn't really do anything for TL last time. So it doesn't sound too bad. Smithy on the side. Baiting Baron. Victor no flash. Oh, he's alive. Where's Akali? I'm kind of... So Akali's pushing top, now he's running over. He's coming. Alright, the game's probably over. But yeah, honestly, if 100 Thieves had a better early game, like, their comp could definitely win here. They have an insanely good scaling comp. But yeah. Very clean game from TL, except for that Baron. Still very impressed by the way they play. They don't really make too many mistakes, and other teams are making tons of mistakes. And as you can see, they're consistently winning games. So until other teams start toning down the mistakes they make per game, I'm gonna keep seeing W's on my screen from TL for sure. So congrats to TL. They moved to 3-0. 100 Thieves moved to 0-3. Maybe they should start trying to play around bot lane or something. Enable Afro to move up the river. Help Huhi around mid lane. The difference between playing around top and bottom is your bot lane can help you get mid control. Your top lane cannot really help you get mid control. So still looking forward to more games from these guys. Both teams obviously have very strong players, so it's only week 2, everyone.